And that really ties, I think, into the overall perspective we have on inflation. And we continue to say that it is transitory. In other words, that we are seeing spikes in certain sectors of the economy in prices, but we believe that's going to levelize as things normalize in the economy. And I think that we've even talked to realtors that hopefully expect that by the fall, things are going to start coming back a little bit towards normal in the housing market. We're seeing that with lumber, John. New construction is another thing we didn't talk about. I mean, that was ridiculous to think about building a house a few months ago, but now lumber, which spiked about 400%, it has dropped in the last 6 weeks by 40 or 50. It's starting to come down, and we continue to read LPL research, which leads us to believe that inflation is indeed transitory.
Inflation is transitory, but if you're talking in the context of your retirement, it is going to be impactful on your retirement. Even a 2 or 3% inflation rate is going to be impactful on your retirement. Janet, I know you've done some research on this and have some numbers that you want to share in regard to inflation and how it really impacts retirement.
Well, when you think about 2%, it doesn't sound like that big of a deal. But we've talked about inflation being the silent thief. It's like you've got money in your pocket and inflation comes up behind you and takes dollars out of your wallet because you have to have more money to be able to purchase the same goods. And it's just this gradual, almost invisible process. So it is very real. But what we see, and John, you're talking about the numbers, what we see is there are so many people, and I think particularly in the South, we live in a very conservative area. There are a lot of people who are like, I don't understand investing, so I'm kind of scared of it, so I'm going to have all this excess money in the bank. Well, guess what? That money that you have at the bank, above and beyond your savings amount, that money is earning jack diddly squat. That's the official calculation on it these days. It is earning jack diddly squat.
Find that on the calculator.
Yeah, there you go. It's there. So here's the deal. You are going backwards in your purchasing power with those dollars. We actually ran a scenario recently for some clients who were getting ready to retire, and they had really all of their retirement assets sitting in cash-like instruments, so money markets, that type of thing. And what happened when we ran the scenario is they had, out of 1,000 different scenarios, they had 0 probability for success in retirement with their assets all sitting in cash. And guys, the answer to why was that is inflation. Because right now, on paper, it looks great, but we know inflation is real, and as the years progress through this couple's retirement, they're going to have to utilize more dollars each year to buy the same amount of goods. Therefore, we have to outpace in retirement. Here's your key. You've got to outpace your withdrawal rate and inflation over the years. And if you're not able to do that, and you can't when you're earning jack diddly squat at the bank, if you're not able to outpace inflation and your withdrawal rate, you're going backwards in what you have.
Want more content like this delivered to your inbox weekly? Visit fastest4.com to learn more.